All right, everybody, we are back. Ding, ding, ding. We are back. This is Ringside's Corner Confessions, and I am here with my favorite couple on the Ringside channel, backed by popular demand. These two are high in demand and popping. They're getting my channel hot. They are my favorite sexperts, and they are my go-to couple. And if you don't know by now, there's something wrong with you. You've been living under a rock. Everybody. Yeah, where y'all been, okay? Yeah. But first and foremost, y'all know who I am. It's Trey Amazing, favorite part-time, super part-time megachurch pastor, but full-time dating commentator. And I am here with the lovely, awesome, and just Atlanta royalty. We got sexperts, Lady V and D Black in the house.
What's going on, people?
Hello, everybody. What's up, everyone?
We so happy to be back. Yeah. Like, this is round, I lost count.
Round 15.
Yes. And we can, we can keep going around.
Bout.
It's a heavy weight.
We can keep going round after round, you know. I just need a few minutes, need a Kool-Aid and Hot Pocket, I can go right back again.
Let's go. It's always a good conversation when we come with Ringside. So
always.
We are here for it.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, you guys have been awesome, extremely supportive, and a crowd favorite. People have asked about you, even outside of Ringside, because you guys have gained a lot of exposure. I mean, you guys made it all the way to CNN.
Yeah.
That's big. You guys have been mentioned by DJ Envy and a few other notable people. So people, you're leaving your mark, and people are noticing.
Yeah.
And again, you got never a boring interview, and so that's why I have to have you back. But for this topic, I couldn't think of anybody else but y'all. Okay, so let me lay the foundation for the viewers. Oh yes, yeah, we're fucking with the best right now.
Yes.
This is how we do it.
Oh, this topic is interesting.
Yes, Lady V, I'm digging the red too. You know.
Oh, you like it? You like it with the purple?
Yes, yes. You know, you're always vibrant.
Yes.
Y'all always royalty when I see y'all. I thought about y'all because, again, anybody who has been paying attention to social media or just media in general, if you don't know who Adam 22 is, Adam 22 is the host of No Jumper podcast. He is a big name out there in entertainment and media. He and his wife Lena, I forgot her last name. They went viral, right? For a very interesting reason. They went viral because they are they practice consensual non-monogamy. They're business partners as well as lovers, marriage, whatever the case. Adam 22 gave his wife Lena the green light to have sex with Jason Love. Now Lena, she is an adult actress.
Okay, yeah.
She's done porn, but I think from my understanding, allegedly she's only done lesbian porn, to my knowledge. And so Adam gave his wife and said, look, if you want to do a porn scene with a man, I'm good with that. And he was, authentically okay with that. Now comes Jason Love. Jason Love is somewhat quasi-new to the adult film industry. He's a tall, built black man covered in tattoos, and you see him a lot. I mean, particularly on, he does a lot of interracial stuff, but he's definitely building his name out there. But he certainly, his stock went way up after this Lena 22 thing, and that's when you start hearing things about cuckolding. Oh yeah, it was definitely a shock.
It was a shock factor.
Oh, absolutely. But you had a lot of people, and even some of the conversations, I started seeing questions like, what does cuckolding mean? What is a cuckold? So before we delve into this, from your standpoint and expertise, break it down to the subscribers. What does it mean to be a cuckold?
Well, first, I'm DH Black, the one and only.
The one and only?
The one and only.
And I'm sexpert Lady V. The one and only.
Yeah, the one and only. Yeah, you need a catchphrase at the end. But cuckolding is basically when a male is into guys being with his wife. He gets turned on by it. He's okay with it.
It's mainly for couples.
Yeah, it's mainly for couples. But also women can be cuckoldress. Which is the same thing. Yeah, right. Which is the same thing, but it's still in reverse. So she's she gets turned on by him having sex with other women, and she's okay with it, and she wants to hear the stories and vice versa. So, I mean, they both go hand in hand. It's just that people aren't aware of it in our community. But we out there.
And I don't like that phrase of that's what just right.
Yeah, you see a lot.
I
of
love
that.
y'all. You're my Caucasian family.
White people.
But
you see a lot of this white people shit. Black people don't do
white
that.
people shit. And reality is, this is human shit.
Yes, everybody.
Everybody is for anybody. You can be who you are. And I think when people stop putting a stigma with reality and realize this is reality, people just wasn't comfortable at saying, hey, I want to see my wife get slutted out. I hear that phrase, slut me out. Like, they think, oh, that sluts could just be, singles or whatever the case may be. Like, a wife would like to get slutted out too, i.e. me. So.
And also, it's just, like you said, the stigma that it's white people shit, but it's more of once you discover whatever kink you're into, it's like, okay, I like this. Who else does this? It just so happens that you see a lot of, I guess through porn and other things, you'll see a whole lot of white people, but it's not mainstream in our communities. Probably looked down upon as being gay, or somebody's not happy, or
that's just that swinger stuff.
Yeah, then why get married?
Why get married? And it's like, because I want to live all my fantasies with this man right here. So my fantasies doesn't just include me and him. You understand? My fantasies go far beyond just me and him. And so I realized that, and I don't want to lie and try to go do my fantasies with somebody else behind his back. That's cheating. Yeah. So I'd rather be with my mate and enjoy all my fantasies. Baby, I tell him, hey, I want to see a lady just throw her ass on you. Like, do it.
She like, live your best life.
I want to see him happy. So me seeing him happy is not just for the things that I want for him to be happy with. It's for the things that he wants to, fantasies, sexual desires, financial, spiritual, everything rolled up in one.
Now, I agree with all that, and I think that, one of the things that was so bizarre, a lot of people accuse Adam and his wife of, really manufacturing the whole scandal all the way to the bank, because they got paid. Both Jason Love and Lena got paid a lot of money because of the popularity. However, the backlash that Adam 22 got, he had so many social media influencers like Andrew Tate, the Joe Buttons and a few other people out there who were commenting on it, and they were commenting in negative ways. They were really taking jabs at his character, at his manhood.
Because people, when they have lack of knowledge of something, they tend to judge it. And when you judge, you don't think about, I may hurt this person's feelings, or you just want to feel validated for your feelings and to get naysayers to say, oh, I agree with you too, to agree with your opinion. Not everybody feels and thinks the same way.
And I think when it comes to men, it's the domination that it's looked at as being weak. But it's not being weak. It's, I think, the trusting your mate and understanding and having that communication on, this is what I want to see, or this is what I want. That's what makes your relationship strong. That's what makes you strong. Because a lot of dudes be like, oh, I can't see my wife do that. I can't do that. To me, that's weak. You can't, meanwhile, you want her to be bent over backwards
and watch you getting your dick sucked, and you
like you doing everything
and stuff like that, and you doing all of that, but you can't see her do nothing.
Yeah, I can't see her do that.
Who are these people? Who manages them?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a double standard and it's contradiction.
Very much so.
But had it been the reverse, it would have been like, oh man, he's a man. Shit, I want a relationship like that. But when it's the opposite, it's, oh, he's weak, he's this, he's that.
Why would you let your woman do that? And it's like, why wouldn't you?
Meanwhile, their relationship's all fucked up.
Or even yet, they don't even have a relationship. So they have a full opinion on this man who has a relationship, who they have that connection, they build that trust, and they are experiencing life together. And they made money. Like, come on.
They made a lot of money.
They made money off of it. So, come on, boo. Get your coins.
Fact of the matter is, it was pretty obvious that Lena and Adam were both in agreement from the very, very beginning. They knew what it was. And Adam 22, he's definitely not vanilla. He's always been aware. He's always been comfortable, because even he got flack and backlash even for being married to a very popular adult film actors. And so he was already catching flack, but people didn't realize that he was completely fine with it. He's not insecure about stuff like that. And so this situation came about. Jason Love definitely, you know, he was full on board with it, you know, as far as that. And they made it a great scene. It was a sexy scene, but it really, even though the money flowed, a lot of people, and probably Adam himself, didn't expect how much negativity he got, because he had people all around roasting him because they felt like, what kind of man, if you love your woman, why would you want your woman to engage in something like that? And then it became, here's the other part, then it became, well, who was bigger? Because then it'd be like, okay, no, Jason was bigger.
It don't matter because, like, if y'all knew our life, okay?
It doesn't matter. I mean,
it don't
people
matter.
put too much emphasis on this person was this size and, oh, he must be small, or he's not able to please his wife, or whatever else. Meanwhile, this person has a whole relationship. They've been together, so they have that understanding and that trust of she wanted something extra and also to make money. So this is her profession. Why not do it? If all she's known for is being with women, the moment she's with a man, she just upped her stock. So why not
triple her stock?
Tripled her stock. So why not? Okay, this is your profession. Do something different. Up that money. Best believe when she does anal, that's gonna go higher too. Gangbang, that's gonna go even higher. So it's all about money. I
get excited, y'all.
It's a strategy.
It's okay to be excited.
I get excited.
It's a strategy on their relationship. If that's the market that she's in.
But I have a question.
Go ahead.
When did people feel so entitled to judge someone else's relationship?
Social media didn't help.
Yeah, social media.
And social media didn't help at all. Like, when we coach people, we're like, hey, this is your relationship. You do what works for you, because you're not doing this to please other people. So they can have an opinion, like everybody have an asshole. Everyone has one. So I'm not going to run my life based on how you feel that I should be. Listen, if I want to be with 3, 4, 5 guys, that is me and my husband's business, because that's the one I choose to lay in a bed with at night. That's the one I choose to love unconditionally, and that's the one I prayed for. And so I got him. So whatever we do is what we do. You know, it doesn't matter how people feel. And then if she was enjoying herself, ain't got a nut, honey, because your nut is valuable and your orgasm matter. So by any means necessary, get you a motherfucking nut. So if she got that,
in terms of everything
why not?
else, she won. I mean,
exactly.
Because again, a lot of people already knew her. Now more people know her.
Right.
You know,
now it's like, okay, who is this person?
That and the podcast.
She became very Googleable.
Yeah. Googleable.
New word. That word.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people began to research, who is this woman? They began to look at not only the scenes she did with Jason Love, but all her other scenes. So her views on her other videos went up. So financially, when it came to the bag, they got it. They secured it. A lot of people now, because even Adam 22, he's been making videos because he's been catching feelings now. He's been saying he wants to fight Jason Love because Jason Love has been bragging about, you know, he hit it better than, you know, his husband.
That's where...
That's the tricky part. That's where the trickiness coming at. When people want to be petty. And, like, we choose to deal with people, one, of quality that will...
Who have something to lose.
Who else has something to lose. Because it's someone that you're dealing with and they have nothing to lose. They're not going to value who you are in your time and who the person that you're representing.
Little does he know. I mean, if you're bragging or you're saying you did such and such better, you're making yourself look bad. Whereas before, you're making money. Now, people going to look at you as, oh, he's bad-mouthing people. So any scene that you do, you're going to badmouth. Now ain't nobody going to fuck with you. Yeah, now you're going to badmouth your co-stars. You're going to badmouth the production company. Like, all that comes into play. You can't, if somebody gives you an opportunity to do something and this opportunity works out for you better, why fuck it up?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That don't make sense.
Dude, black people, we ain't into that nasty stuff. We ain't sharing our spouse. Or we ain't what black man is about to sit up there and watch his spouse get fucked by another man. Our people really are committed to this belief that black people do certain shit, And white people do other shit.
But wait, no matter what color you are, aren't you just still a human?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in our community, it's not talked about. It's mainly anything outside of the basic in and out doggy style missionary is
cheating.
Not per se cheating.
And no, I'm saying and cheating
and cheating.
Well.
It's taboo.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like somebody's doing something other than what I'm used to doing or what I'm used to seeing. You're watching somebody have sex with your mate and you're fine with it. It's no jealousy. Whereas I think we're programmed to be jealous. And with that, it's
and selfish.
Yeah, and selfish.
Yes.
And with that's going on is you're watching somebody please your mate, and it's no hard feelings, it's no issues. And we've been, like I said, programmed to have some type of jealous feelings. Like we should be fighting, we should be upset, we should be angry. But now you're having empathy, or you're having what is it? I forgot the word. But you're having some type of connection to your mate, that this person is pleasing my mate, and you're totally fine with it. You're not supposed to be happy with that.
You know why? Because we were trained and programmed to monogamy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That has been beaten into our heads since we were kids. From seeing movies and Cinderellas and, you know, how a relationship should be, and, you know, what you're seeing on TV, and you think, okay,
burning clothes and whatnot.
Yeah, like, oh, he cheats on me, and now I'm going to burn up his clothes, and now
I'm
face
have a
time
fit,
in jail for, like, come on.
A fit. I think it's just been programmed throughout the years of this is how you should act in your relationship. So if your mate is even talking to somebody just on some random ass shit, oh my God, who's this person? So now you're programmed to feel some type of way when it's totally innocent.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say just be yourself. Listen, we try to make everybody happy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And in the bedroom, when you're with your mate, that's your time for you to make each other happy.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And I always say, no matter what, fuck everybody outside of this. You get what I'm saying? Because right here is what matters.
Mm-hmm.
We can have our life with or without other people. We just choose to add them in because we like that. But we're out here. There's nothing wrong with who you are. It's nothing wrong. You're not weird.
Mm-hmm.
You're not, oh, you don't do weird shit. No, you just human. You have fantasies and desires that are human nature. It's just being able to see that other people, that's your color, is doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's not.
Black people get horny too.
Black people have kinks.
But
Black people have fetishes.
Sex is shunned upon. By the time we're of age to understand sex, it's always don't do it, or it's something wrong with it. And it's never, here's what's right with sex, other than procreation.
Well, I mean, just being here, you know, for the people, you know, all these videos are filmed here in Atlanta. And, you know, I've mentioned this several times. I'm going to keep mentioning, you know, Atlanta, like it or not, it's in the Bible Belt. You have a lot of deep conservatives down here, you know, black conservatives. And like you said, they honestly do feel like we all are born and we all should be taught with a certain paradigm as far as what marriage is supposed to look like. Marriage is supposed to be a man and a woman, you know, monogamous, and, you know, you move in, you have 2.5 kids, a dog, and white picket fence. A lot of us have been indoctrinated like anything outside of this program of marriage, it's wrong, it's inferior, it's evil, it's of the devil, it's
like
perverted, everything.
It's like religion. It's like, if you don't believe in the God that I serve, then you're not doing the right thing. It's like everybody have a preference.
That politics, everything.
Politics,
it's always some
everything.
Type of,
if you're not a Democrat, then you're not right. If you're not a Republican, you're not right. Why does it have to be like that?
Right.
And then you include that into sex?
Whereas sex is free.
It's free.
That's the only time you're able to be yourself or be someone else, and not and just able to enjoy yourself. I think with Atlanta, I call it the black sexual mecca because it's out there, but it's not as prominent. But once you find it, it's like a rabbit hole. It's people here, it's lawyers, it's judges, it's doctors, It's people who's
make
actually
great connections.
Yeah, it's people actually doing kinks and who have different fetishes and what have you. So for this to be the black mecca of sexual freedom, it's mandatory. It's needed that people like us speak out on it, or people like Marla Stewart has a Sex Down South. So it's needed so that we can see us, people of our complexion, doing certain things, and it's not shunned upon, or it's not nasty, it's not disgusting. So we're just a representation of it.
Now, one thing I would say, even before we became what we do, you know, who we are, we met a couple, and he was very prominent in his field, and so was she. And when we met, they were in a swinger environment. However, he just wanted to see his wife get fucked. And fucked hard. And I'm like, hold up. So what do you guys do? And they're telling us about their profession. And he's like, yeah, if she got sex with 3 or 4 guys, I'll just sit there. And reality was he was dealing with something physical as well. And he knew that in one way or another, it was hard to please his wife 100%. So he incorporated other people in, so she won't feel the lack of being pleased.
She won't feel deprived.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I mean, I've actually heard that. Well, I've heard a few things. You know, some of my research, I've read, you know, things like, yes, you have some men who are into it because they may be dealing with a health issue, they may be dealing with erectile dysfunction, or whatever the case may be, but they're still married to someone who they want to see sexually satisfied.
Exactly, and want to be with.
Right. I've definitely heard
want to be
that
with.
rationale as far as, I can't please my wife the way she deserves, but it doesn't mean that she should go without.
Exactly.
And so, but I've also heard the other side of the coin where there are some men that's their fetish to be humiliated through cuckolding, and I've heard
that's kind of fun.
That's actually the first, because you know when you look at a lot of porn, whenever you see a majority of the time, whenever I've seen cuckold scenes, it's usually an older white man or you know a white guy who brings in a black guy to fuck his white wife, and it's always something. And the scene is usually designed or set up in a way to where the black guy is fucking the woman in an attempt to humiliate the white man, you know, make him feel insecure, make, you know, see what I'm doing, your woman, I'm fucking your woman, you know, nothing you can do about it. And so
that's degradation.
Right. And so I mean that was actually my first, you know, view of it, like, okay, cuckolding is supposed to be done to humiliate the husband.
But not in every instance.
Yeah, it's different levels. You have stags. Stag is a person who is a husband who's just he's not into the humiliation part. He's just into his wife being fucked by other people, by other men. Then you might have the hot wife. A hot wife is a woman who's married, and she's the husband's okay with her having sexual relationships outside of their relationship. But everything is already everything's already known
agreed
about.
upon.
So it's no hiding, it's no cheating, it's no doing anything behind anyone's back.
Full transparency.
It's full transparency. So it's different levels to this kink or fetish.
And it's finding where you fit in. What works for us may not be the same system that works for you. So it's finding out which one and what is more compatible for your relationship. But you want to be realistic too. You can't be stingy about it, or say, I just want you to, or feel like you're in control of the whole situation. I just want you to fuck one person and that's it. You can't see no other person and da-da-da. No, you want to be something that's, hey, let's talk about this together. What works better? How can we come to a happy medium? It's funny because I do have 2 other gentlemen that are my quote-unquote guy friends and boyfriends, and you know, they set up a gangbang for me, and I was like, hold the hell up, me? Like, you don't ever hear about this. And then I realized, okay, it's a little bit more, you know, it's more transparent than I thought it was. Like, yo, there's other people that does this. When I started talking with my friends and stuff like that, and it was like, oh my God, so D allows that? I'm like, what do you mean allow? we talked about it and we came up to agreement and we was like,
I want one too.
Sure.
I want one too.
They was like, yo, can you get D to talk to my husband? I'm like,
really, because I realized that a long time ago. I mean, I think with a lot of women, in this space we'll talk about, black women, black girlfriends, black wives. I've heard a few times from people saying, no, these women really, really want to be slutted out, but they're afraid of being shamed, being
how to looked upon.
Right, he's gonna get back to their profession, get back to their families, may embarrass children, whatever. But just the scuttlebutt I've heard is like a lot of wives out there who really want to participate in this lifestyle.
Yes.
They just don't want to rock the boat, or they're afraid of how it's going to affect
their own relationship, or even their own relationship.
Their mate's ego.
That's what I was just about to say.
Hurt their feelings, but
it's like
they'll be alright. What did Candace Owens say? Life is hard. Wear a helmet.
Not gonna lie, I heard that a few days ago.
She killed that.
I don't always follow her, but when she said, I'm like, I'm gonna say that. To
somebody. She be getting all of the phrases. I'm like, she's like, life is hard. Wear a helmet.
Wear a helmet. Your wife is in the corner wearing a helmet while you fucking whoever you're fucking.
And vice versa. Like he doesn't mind making sure he pleases my fantasies. I don't mind making sure that he's taken care of as well. So and because that turns me on. Like you were saying earlier, like we have this little joke with us when he goes to work. It's like, oh, babe, I call certain ladies his work boo. I'm like, babe, did you talk to your work boo today? What did you say? And he'll be like. And he'll be, oh, she flirted with me today, and it'll be like, oh, for real? Like we have that kind of chemistry because we talk about it before it becomes reality, because that will happen. But we talk about it before it becomes reality, and we make it real to us, so we can know that hey, this shit is what we do. We don't make it weird.
Yeah, we don't make it weird. We don't make it.
Don't make it weird.
Don't make it weird.
We don't have. It's no judgment, so it's like whatever you feel or whatever you think, it's like you're free to say it. I'm not gonna judge you. You're not gonna judge me, so let it out.
What you gonna do? Beat me?
What you gonna do? Beat me?
I may like that a little bit, but I'm just saying.
You can't go outside.
So let me ask you something. This will be my last question.
Okay, no worries.
Because again, the black conservatorship is real. And a lot of people do recognize it, and they've had studies about how in the black diaspora, sex is more conservative. What can both of you guys are sexperts, you're well known. What can you or what could you say in this moment to the black conservatives who'll be watching this, and they're going to have their opinions, they're going to judge, they're going to make remarks about this is not what black people do, and that's expected, that's predictable. But for the subscribers out there who are watching this and like, I actually want to do that, but how do I have that conversation with my spouse? How can I, in a roundabout way without causing friction, how can someone, have this conversation or begin this conversation with their spouse as far as wanting to be a cuckold or wanting to do something like this with it not shaking their marriage? What advice would you give to someone like that who's afraid to have that conversation?
You want to answer first, baby?
Break it down.
I would say you can book our services.
That's a good one.
Your information will definitely, everybody, their information will be in the description.
Yeah, definitely.
I will have their social media and everything. So
definitely book us, and we can put you on the right path. Not saying that it's 100%. Like, people do have their own opinions and they feel the way they feel. So we can put you on the right path and give you our advice on what you should do. But at the end of the day, it's between you and your mate, how you and your mate gel. If you're doing this just to save your marriage, it's not going to work. If you're doing this just to make whatever, it's not going to work. But you have to have that understanding first. You have to talk. You have to communicate. You can start off small, like watch porn, or hey, let's talk about you see such and such titties or something like that.
You see this cuckold scene, what do you think about it? Like, start off asking questions.
It all starts with
questions.
Like hubby say, a communication. Before you even come book us, talk to each other.
Yes.
Because when you come to us, we gonna give you all of it. But have that communication, have that conversation of, like I always tell y'all, what do you think about this? Find out your mate's point of view first, because you know your mate. You know what works for them. You know if they are hard no, you're going to have to ease in the conversation, because like I always say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like, okay, what do you think? Not saying that, because you don't want to ever make your mate feel like they're not enough.
Good point. That's a good point.
You don't want to ever make your mate feel like they can't please you. So now you're looking outside to bring someone in to please you. You don't want your mate to feel, because this is a fantasy and an enjoyment with each other. This is something to enhance your relationship, not take over your relationship. So you definitely want to just have that, hey, what do you think about this? Hey, I saw this couple on Ringside, and look, Ringside,
let's
you know
watch
what I'm
it
saying?
together.
Let's watch it together.
Yeah.
Let's sit down and see, what do you think? And then after you see us, what do you think about that, babe? What do you think if we try this? Or how can we try this?
No matter what you do it together.
Yeah,
so if you're
you're a team.
interested
You're a
in
team.
getting into being a hot wife or being a couple, it's something that you have to do together. Hey, I watched the scene on Pornhub. It turned me on. I didn't think it was going to turn me on, but let's watch it. Or I saw this couple on TV, and hey, I was interested in what they had to say. Let's watch it. So it's more of you're not hiding something, or it's not something that you're keeping to yourself.
Very
you're
true.
both sharing it. You're both interacting. You're both giving your opinions on it. It's something that it's a bond, no matter if you agree with it or not. At the end of the day, it's something that you're both doing together.
It's something that brings y'all to make a decision together.
A discussion, because couples don't talk. We go to work.
Whatever he say, whatever she say.
We go to work. We come home. We deal with the kids. We go to work. We come home. Deal with the kids. How was your day?
And that's the routine.
It's all on repeat.
That's the routine.
If you do something that's outside your norm, it starts a discussion. It sparks a debate, or it sparks some type of idea of let's see how this works, and then you
dialogue.
Yeah, you're talking. Yeah. Now you're talking more. Now it brings that camaraderie. It brings out that love. This is why I love talking to you. So now you're building up something over breakfast. When you don't normally.
That's a hell of a conversation to have over breakfast.
You don't normally talk about that over breakfast, but now you're talking about gangbangs and over eggs.
Right here, babe. Here's your eggs.
Gangbangs.
Did you watch the gangbang last night?
Exactly.
So you know what? Let me just say
because the more you talk, it becomes normal.
Yeah.
You normalize it. After
you normalize it.
You bring it out of the closet. It's no longer taboo.
Like, I didn't even think you like that. You know?
That's the shocking part. You have a lot of married couples that don't realize their spouse is into some shit that they can't even imagine.
Man, go to their Pornhub history. You'll find out quite a bit. Because I know you go to mine, you be like, what the hell?
Oh my God, I did not know they got down like this. You know, if anything, I appreciate interviewing the both of you, because I know for me, regardless, I don't care if it is cuckolding, swinging, BDSM, whatever the case may be, we need to remove the race factor out of it. We need to stop, trying to categorize as white people do this, black people do that. It does not, from my opinion, it does not take away from your blackness if you're into this certain sexual act. Because at the end of the day, if you're being authentic with yourself, you're being truthful and transparent with your spouse, how does that in any way make you less of an African American? Or how does that in any way make you, doing shit that others may look at as exclusive to white people? Okay, black people enjoy sex, white people enjoy it. All races enjoy sex. But certain sexual practices don't have to be reserved just for people of a certain skin color.
Like black people do things outside of black people shit. That makes sense. Like, okay, not everybody eats sweet potato pie. I like pumpkin pie. Yay. Exactly. You're like, what? I like pumpkin pie. Not everybody eat macaroni and cheese.
I do.
So, I do.
I'm sorry.
Not everybody eat hot sauce or chicken or whatever else. There's other things outside of being the stereotypical black male, black female. You may not like trap music. You might like country music. And that's okay. At the end of the day, you're able and allowed to switch whoever you are.
You know what that reminds me of? And I know we're about to wrap it up, but remember when Slutty Vegan came out, and they were like, oh, I remember hearing that saying of, oh, black people don't eat vegan food. Like black people don't eat just plant-based food.
I was vegan
you need more. You need more than just plant-based. And I had that mentality at first until I actually went and I had it and I figured out like what it was all about. And I wanted to do my research. And then when I had her burger, I was like, wait, what the hell? Like, where have I been? Where have I been on my
burger, but it's a good burger. It's good.
But you know what? We pay for our health. And we pay for what we digest into our system, what we put into our mouth. How we dress. People will put on $130 or $150 or $200 pair of sneakers, but won't put a $12 burger in their mouth because it says it's too high. It's what you take as quality.
That, and it all depends on what you're spending it on. Like if a burger's $13, $14, $15, you'll spend that on a regular burger and you'll be like, this is the best burger ever. But because it's vegan, it's like, I'm not paying all that for that burger.
Not for a vegan burger.
Yeah, not for a vegan burger.
So it's like you get but it goes into contrast what we say. It's like people judge it first because they don't know what it is.
It's not the norm.
So just to sum it up, be you. Be who you are. People gonna judge you no matter what. I always tell my kids, fuck them. You wanna have 3 and 4 dicks at one time, baby? It's awesome. Try it. You understand? You wanna sit here and have pussy in your mouth because you are attracted to females. Try it. You only have one life to live. You're judging yourself based off of other people judging you. No, judge yourself because when you look in the mirror, it's you.
And in the words of Nas, people fear what they don't understand.
Yes.
Hate what they can't conquer.
Facts.
See, and that's all I'm talking about. He got to quote my favorite MC. At the end of the day, because I tell people, I've had this debate. My girlfriend, look, I love Jay-Z, I love Biggie, I love a lot of them. Nas to me is the prophet. I'm always loved Nas. So I think
he just sealed the whole thing.
That's how you wrap this up. That's how we're gonna wrap this up.
That's how we wrap it up.
My man D Black, Laydee, capital V to the E to the E.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. So for the people out there who may want to reach out to you and talk about the topic of cuckolding or some other shit, how can they reach out?
Listen, if you haven't seen us from the most popular video on this channel,
they already like
you already know how to get us, right? But for those who may be new to this channel, hey, how y'all doing?
Hey.
Find us at Dvpassion on Instagram.
Dvpassionlove on Twitter. You can Google Dvpassion.
You can go on HBO Max. You can see us on CNN. This is Life with Lisa Link, season 6, episode 7.
Also, we were just in XO Nicole.
Yes.
Talking about our
face. We was
sitting.
in XO Nicole magazine. I'm an author. You can get my book, The Biome. It's a total awesome book, and you can get it on Amazon, or you can get it directly from me.
The links will be in the description. I let people know. Well, I want you guys to tell and give your information, but to make things easier, because some folks slow, I put all your information in the description. If you're out there and you're watching right now, just click in the description. You can find their social media. You can find a link to her book. No excuses. All you gotta do is click, and you will be in contact. You will be in the bedroom with this couple. I'm telling you, if you're in Atlanta, this couple is royalty. If you don't know them, if you're not subscribed to them, if you're not following them, shame on you. But there is your contrition. Go ahead and do that right now. Laydee V Black, thank you so much. Once again, this has been a pleasure. Everybody make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit it hard. Pound it hard. There you go. Pound that shit till you can't pound it no more. Pound town. That's what I'm talking about. Give us some likes, drop some comments. And again, make sure you follow. And so, for the people out there, again, see y'all next time, because we out this bitch.
We out. Bye.
Be easy.